righty then.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Cool.
No, I was going to say that
do.
the one thing I was going to say there, guys, was that the one thing I miss about being like up in Michigan and in the Midwest was actually the fish, like the fresh fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Get that northern walleye. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can go fish the canals here, but it's not quite the same.
Oh yeah.
I love that bluegill.
People do it
Yep.
all the time.
Fish
So
are
hi,
here.
guys.
Hi.
Welcome to Sidebar.
We had so much fun the other night talking about all of the crazy new laws, and some of it BS, most of it probably BS,
Yeah.
that we decided to do it again. So round 2, Austin is with us tonight. Austin, we're glad to have you back and glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Yes.
He
glad
got
to
it.
be here.
He got attacked by all sorts of nastiness right before the show on Tuesday night. So
The creepy crawly crud.
there's nothing worse. A lot of that going around right now.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it back in November and early December with that laryngitis and all that stuff. So I'm sorry that you're going through that, Austin.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? Maybe they'll pass the law against it because we've passed laws against pretty much everything else. So.
That would be awesome.
I'm just saying.
Well, if there's one thing we need in the U.S., it's more laws.
More laws.
Yeah. So speaking of which, Austin, since you weren't with us the other night and you had a couple of things from your area, I do believe, do you want to start us off and talk about what you found that's going to be new for you guys in 26?
Sure.
All right. What do we got?
One of our newest ones, it was technically passed in 2023, but became effective as of the 1st. You can, bars or any event venue can get either a no sale event venue or a liquor sale venue license. And that also I found interesting that also applies to vapes and vape pens or vaping products. And it's just I don't know
Bars
how
can
that
sell vapes?
apparently.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yes.
Are they going to get the vending machines like they used to have for cigarettes?
I was just thinking, bars used to sell cigarettes. In fact, they used to have, the waitresses come around and offer you cigarettes. I mean, all I could think of was steak and donut sandwich, please. But I mean, really, it was, yeah. So
I feel like I'm
I guess that's
young
not
enough where that wasn't ever a
crazy.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
I remember down in Florida seeing all of the machines that were empty because once it became illegal or where they couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But they never took the machines out because a lot of them were built into the buildings. I guess,
yeah.
at some of the places.
Yeah.
Right.
guess they figured, hey, this is something that will always be around.
Yep. Kind of like that one payphone that's always left in some random spot.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work.
Or the, what do they call it? The things that play music, like in the Waffle
Jukebox.
Houses. The jukebox, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's
That
a lot of
was Waffle
jukeboxes
Houses
around,
too.
but now you can access them via your phone while you're in the restaurant. Of course, you have to pay, but
Yeah.
that's
You don't
that's
even
kind of
have to be in the restaurant.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can. I could play whatever. I could play death metal over at the Applebee's a couple miles away right now if I wanted to.
We got into this kind of pattern of figuring out every time my family was at a certain restaurant they like to go to, and we'd always play the same song. And it took them a while to figure out that we were doing it.
I think they keep them for nostalgia reasons, though. Like, they're pretty cool.
There was a comedian that did a whole bit about that. I forget which one it was, but where him and his friend went into a restaurant and they selected like What's New Pussycat from Tom Jones like 10 times in a row, and everybody was getting pissed off, and then they broke it up with another song, and then they went right back to What's New Pussycat after that, and the whole place lost its mind. So yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I like it.
Rage-inducing. That's awesome.
Exactly. Then,
That's one way to
somebody
get
will make a law against that.
One way to get them to turn it down on a Friday night or Saturday night when you want to sleep.
There you
Just start
go.
taking it over.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Anything
I'm not
else,
surprised by
Austin?
the vape stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
was
vape
too.
stuff's weird.
And then one that, so Act 42 just came into it. It starts in July of this year, where school districts and teachers must restrict their students from using cell phones and other electronic devices. I don't see how that's going to be possible.
Yeah.
Because they've been trying since I was in school to do that.
Yes.
And we still got around it. Sorry to any of my teachers that may be watching this.
Yeah, on paper, I like that.
We had
paper.
the iPods when I was in high school. We had the iPods. Everybody was into their iPods and texting on that using the school's Wi-Fi and stuff. So
We had Walkman.
I remember those days.
Yep. I just don't see how
Walkmans.
that one's going to be possible to enforce.
Well, I think most of these things,
Yeah.
are only so possible to enforce. I was thinking about it the other day, just laws in general. It really, a law is just something on a piece of paper, and unless people recognize it, it's, you might as well wipe your rear end with it.
One interesting take I saw on like school cell phone bans is actually it's getting more pushback from parents than anything. Like they want to be able to reach their kid at all times.
Because of all the school stuff that's been happening.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. And I saw like a parody thing the other day. It was like a group of teachers, they did like dress like a student day, and they had a bunch of them shuffling by walking on their phones, and the narrator said, "Put your phone away," and in unison they all turned, looked at the camera and said, "I'm texting my mom," and then shuffled off. So they must be hearing that often enough. Like if they're on their phone, they're texting their mom, that it became like a
Since
bit.
we're on the topic of cell phones, I also have one for Georgia. K-8 public schools, school grades are prohibiting personal internet connected devices during school hours as well. I don't think K-8 should have cell phones and internet connected devices anyway, but yeah, that's a new law that's being implemented.
I'm okay with that. I've got to say, if a parent is arguing that their child should have a cell phone while they're at school because they're concerned about like their safety or whatnot, your kid shouldn't be in that school. That's just my take on it.
And I mean, did those parents not go to school themselves? And I mean, again, sorry, it's old guy talk now, but when I went to school, we didn't have access to phones except for, the landline phone in the office, or if you went to a really fancy school, there was one in the classroom as well. And guess what? I'm still here to talk about it. It's amazing, right? I mean, crazy. But
we had the payphones in the cafeteria area, and you had a quarter or you didn't. You do the 1-800 collect, like we had a baby at the boy, that old shtick, like just getting in just enough so you don't actually get the charges. And
they had the iPods, like I said, so that was kind of our way of getting around the phone.
And here's the thing: if they caught you with some electronic, and there went my light, nice. If they caught you with an electronic device, they just took it.
Yeah.
And you didn't get it back until either the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the quarter, whatever. Or your parent had to come down and get it. But that's how that went.
Yes.
And
we didn't even have electronic devices. We were still on stone tablets. But you didn't dare get caught with that either. So
the sundial.
Is that the age of the whoopee cushion and everything, like gas?
That's the whoopee cushion.
No, we never had that.
Oh, I would totally use that if I was back then. I would use
No, I went to a higher class school. They did real farting, not the fake stuff.
I see.
I ran one of those.
Oh well.
My buddy dared me to. I think we actually may have been in his bedroom, and he had a house full of people. He blew up his whoopee cushion, dared me to roll it over with my wheelchair. It exploded. His mom came back and chewed us both out.
Nice.
Austin, what are you doing? That's not how you use your wheelchair.
Well, since we've been talking about devices, I've got one that I ran across that I don't believe we covered the other night. This comes to us from the state of Washington. There is a new safety law that requires hotels, retail shops, security firms, and similar employers to provide quote-unquote isolated workers a panic button device.
I saw
they
that.
have to be wearable buttons. They allow the employees to call for help if they face harassment or emergencies. In addition, employers are also now required to train their staff on sexual harassment prevention and how to respond if an alarm is triggered.
I heard about that.
Interesting.
So this is interesting to me. So not in Washington, but back in Michigan, there's a story coming out of my hometown. There's the parking ramp tells you the size of Traverse City. There was a murder in the parking ramp. It was the parking ramp attendant who's not allowed to carry his phone or have his phone went to go check on something he saw on the camera, and it was some kids breaking into cars, and they shot him, and he bled out because he was just laying there with no phone, no way to call for help. So I saw that, and like that actually would have probably saved that guy's life.
Yep.
As if he had just some kind of something that would have triggered someone to come find him.
Yeah.
Kind of like a life alert for
Well, that's what it is. It's like life alert.
And I can't get up.
But if he had something that would send an alarm to some other office or someone.
We're setting
my
up
issue with
Mrs.
all of
Fletcher.
my issue with all that kind of stuff though is by the time the help gets there, the act is done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the at that point you're triggering for somebody to come find what's left.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
it's recovery as opposed to rescue.
Yeah, but this is, I suppose, where my 2A stance comes in, and the fact that I believe everybody should be carrying around a nuclear weapon, and we'd all be more peaceful. But
Sherman tank.
Exactly. I don't know. It just if you're that concerned about employee safety, perhaps the employees should have a sidearm and be trained in how to use it. I don't.
Yep.
But we're talking about Washington. They're not exactly they're not exactly constitutional carry up there, which is fine if that's what they want to do. That's up to them. But
west of the Cascades, east of the Cascades is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah,
that's true.
Right,
that's very true.
It's 2 states in one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Same thing with Oregon. Yep. But I get where they're going. I just don't know what good something like that necessarily does. I mean, if you have a worker that gets injured on the job, like they fall, like a life alert.
Yeah.
Then I could see it. But if it's I'm being attacked,
I'm being
by the time
Doesn't
you
really
rally
help
the
that.
troops
Unless you're
and the
right
troops
next to
get
the
up
police
enough
station.
courage to deal with it,
Yeah.
I don't see where it helps. I don't know.
Well, if
Maybe
they're
it's just
not
me.
allowed phones, I mean, they have to have something. So I understand that point. Yeah.
Yeah. I just, it's the whole too little too late thing.
But if you had your phone and you were calling for help, it would be too little, too late there then too. So
Exactly. Well, that's part of the problem, though. I think in a lot of these cases where we're worried about safety and protection and all of that kind of stuff, I think we play a little bit more defense than we do offense, and we should probably be playing more offense.
Yep.
But, that's probably a debate for another sidebar. I just, I don't know if this one's going to do what they want. Yes. All right, Ashley, I know you had a bunch of stuff that you found.
yeah. So my next, well, it's not really interesting, but it's local. So Georgia HVAC warranties are automatically transferred to new homeowners when the house sells. So they don't have to re-register HVAC systems. The new owners don't. So I thought that was kind of nifty.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it's tied to the house and not the.
Yeah, that I can get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a law that makes sense.
I don't really know logistically how that works, but it does make sense. So,
well, if you register the warranty to the address.
Yep.
Yeah.
instead of the
Right.
person, then I think that
Basically.
makes sense. Now, that having been said, we all know that these products are made to break 6 months after your warranty expires.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
So-
don't make it as good as they used to, right?
Oh, they make them exactly how they want to, though. And there's
Yeah.
truth
Yeah.
to that.
Yep.
I mean, printers, for example, they're made to die.
I have a printer here in Studio B. I brought it over from the other studio. This thing is an old. It's from 2001. It's an HP printer from 2001. This
Wow.
thing still works. I did have to change out the cartridge when I brought it over here because I hadn't changed it out in like 15 years. But they still make it. Yeah, but I was amazed. The damn thing still works. It works just fine.
How does it connect to your computer?
Cable.
Like,
It has USB, Lindsay. It's not.
I don't.
2001 is. I mean, they had. Now, granted, it's the first generation USB, like from Windows 2000. Well, first, second generation, whatever. USB 1.5 or whatever. I don't know.
So I
But-
think it was in beta.
Yeah, but I mean, it does work. Motherboards still support that for now until they just go, people are still using some of that old tech. Let's make sure that we get rid of that, or we have to make them buy a fancy adapter.
The reason I ask is my computer I'm using for this does not have a USB-A adapter. It only has USB-C.
Same.
That's
Yeah,
where my
you know
brain
what?
went, like,
Well-
how the hell?
Yeah, well, that's the problem with like laptops. When I was
yeah.
looking at buying a laptop, because I have just all desktops. But when I was looking at buying a laptop, I noticed that there weren't really USB A's because they're like, who the hell uses those anymore? Ha ha ha.
Yep.
Wahoo
I'm like,
wants
well,
to know
I
if
don't
it
know.
prints in cursive.
It might.
Do you put papyrus in there? Do you put stone? What do you put in there?
At least it's not an inkjet, though, Mike, because that's what I have, and it sucks. Yeah,
I
will say.
had a Brother laser printer that we used for business here, and we did over 1 million prints on that thing over years, and it kept going and going and going until finally we had a power surge or something, and it fried one of the boards. So that was the end of it. But
Yeah.
But then I had a Canon printer that we had for a couple of years, and the thing worked great. It was like a color for like photos or whatnot. But all of a sudden one day it started printing everything. Like there was one line of the print that was like 2 pixels off. And I did a little bit of research on it just out of nowhere. And it didn't matter if you cleaned the print head, changed the ink, whatever, it kept doing the same thing. And I did a little bit of research, and everybody with that model complained about it. And the theory is that that model, after a while, gets kill code.
Interesting.
Because it literally overnight just started printing weird. But everybody online was complaining about that exact same thing. It reaches a point where it just stops printing properly. And so what did we have to do? Had to go
Buy a new printer.
Buy a new one. Yep.
I should make a law against
It's like how
that. I
cell
could get behind
phones do
that.
it. Like how cell
Yeah.
phones do it.
Oh
Now
yeah,
it's with
no,
brothers.
Apple was famous for that. Send out
I'm
the code to slow
really
it down.
interested to see how anti-forced obsolescence of tech law would make it through chambers. Especially
Oh,
with
it wouldn't.
tech money. It would
No.
Right.
yeah.
No,
It'd be really interesting to try it.
Yep.
no, the Apples and the Microsofts of the world would step in immediately and stop that because
Yeah.
they
Big
own half.
big
of it.
obsolescence would stop that, Lindsay.
Yes, it would.
Yep.
Oh
big
heavens!
Also known as BO.
Oh heavens! Speaking of BO, here's one out of Indiana.
Okay.
They have a new car repaint reporting rule that took effect on January 1st. Vehicle owners who change the color of their car now have a legal duty to notify the BMV within 30 days.
Oh,
Yep.
Failure to report a new paint job or a vinyl wrap will result in a warning. If the car's color was altered to conceal a crime, the owner may even face a misdemeanor charge. if you're altering your car enough to conceal a crime, that misdemeanor is like the least of your worries. I'm facing vehicular manslaughter, but doggone it, there's that misdemeanor I could get, so I guess I'll just...
Well, I repainted my car. It was forest green, now it's hunter green. Oh my God, crime if I don't... Man, again, goes back to too many laws. That's an example of a too many laws scenario.
It also tells you someone's done it. Someone has painted their car to conceal a crime.
Yep.
Wisconsin has that. The legislator that brought that to the floor, that just had to get that. There's like burning a hole in his pocket to make sure he got that bill to the floor. Like, Mr. Speaker, I have a proposal here. Bill, you're not going to bring the damn paint thing again, are you? Yeah, sure am.
Well, I repainted my car last year, so and I don't even know what color red they repainted it with because it wasn't the original red. So I don't know how you would even register that.
But that's what I'm saying. If you don't, if you were to go with a different like shade of blue, do you have to report that? I mean, it's still blue, but instead of midnight blue, it's slate blue. It's like,
well, it says if the car's color has been altered.
Yep.
Yeah.
So purple.
Any alteration.
I'm just gonna use a little phthalo blue here. Get our fan brush.
They say it's a crime prevention measure that aims to close loopholes.
Loopholes.
I don't know. Again, what good is a misdemeanor gonna do if you've done a crime big enough that you have to repaint your car to conceal it?
This will cut down on shops.
I can't figure that one out. No, I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know. Indiana's weird.
We could just outlaw crimes.
Hey,
instead of aspects of crimes, why not just make the crimes themselves illegal?
Or you could go to the world of 1984, George Orwell, where there were technically no laws, therefore technically no crimes. They just selected when they decided they didn't like you. So many options. We'll have to debate these.
I'll tell you what, that's the way to go, Dan.
But here's a question I just had, since this is in Indiana, which is like the racing capital of the United States with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and stuff. How is this going to affect the race cars? Because they're constantly putting new wraps on those things.
All right, Steve, you've reported a change of color 7 times this week. Is it only for
like straight cars and not maybe racing cars? I don't know.
Well, I assume it's just for street cars, but it doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
Yeah.
Well.
I'm sure
maybe it's a money grab.
The actual bill.
Yep.
There's probably a fee to whenever you do it. You have to file, form XJ7294B, and so as a result, and of course you have to pay a filing fee to do that. Yeah.
Form XJ7492B, Michael, is actually the reporting your neighbor for repainting their door form.
I thought that was fence post.
No, it's door.
Oh, okay.
J is the fence post.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
Get it right.
Ugh.
Wahoo is saying, I'm thinking the body shop should report that and charge for it. I bet they will do that service, Wahoo. Up in
yeah.
I could
with only a slight markup.
We'll report that to the MVD for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just $12.95.
That way you have the paint code and everything.
Plus
probably.
labor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, plus labor. I mean, we got to fill out that form. That's $200 right there.
So true.
It's not the actual banging. It's knowing where to bang and what box to check. That you get the money.
Exactly.
There you go.
I believe Paris Hilton said that.
It's just like filing taxes. Now you have this 5-part form you have to fill out.
Since we're in Indiana, I got another one.
Okay.
Indiana limits bingo and casino nights.
Oh, I saw that
What?
one.
Oh, that one.
It's reining in frequent excuse me. It's reining in frequent charitable gambling or gaming rather. Under new state law, any facility that hosts bingo games or charity casino nights can only do it 3 times a week.
Right.
Yeah, because they busted some like Elks Club for racketeering, I heard.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
now they're making it a law. Really?
They've also specifically called out churches on this one.
Yep.
Interesting.
Agnes McGillicuddy, 87 years old of Gary, Indiana, went on a shooting spree Monday afternoon.
Is there anybody left in
Probably
Gary to
Baptist
shoot?
or something.
Give me back my damn bingo nights, I tell you. She was quoted as
Pulls her
saying,
little side piece out of her handbag. Some candy wrappers come falling out.
she used her 1912 Winchester 45.
Is it the Lutherans or the Baptists? Which ones are they? Which one is it?
The cane rifle.
Yeah. She
Or
got
the
her
rifle
musket
cane.
and she went to town on City Hall. I mean, wow. Man, Indiana's really tackling the
Yeah,
big
it was an
crimes. I
Elks Club.
Oh,
appreciate
yes.
this.
They have nothing better to do.
Here's 2 more from this area that are. The one is just dumb. Wausau has a prohibiting throwing of snowballs in public.
In
You're
public?
yeah, you're in Wisconsin. That's
How do you
gonna-
privately throw a snowball?
Exactly.
How does that work?
Arizona has,
Wausau?
has outlawed
In
blowing
Wausau.
dust.
Okay, he's winning so far. That's the dumbest law I've ever known.
Wisconsin. Yeah.
You want it has to be
Yeah,
indoors,
yeah,
everyone.
that one.
They have to put the snow
No sharing
indoors,
cheese
everyone.
curds either.
Yeah. Oh my
But
gosh.
What is happening?
I
What is
guess
happening?
maybe it's exclusive to backyards and not front yards. I don't know.
I think we're going to see some interesting cases in Judge Mogan this year.
Yeah. What is it? Is it like a 3rd-degree felony or something?
Man. Yeah.
Maybe it's considered a weapon.
Mr. Thompson, okay, you're here. You were throwing snowballs in public, a G felony. You could be facing up to 3.5 years in jail and prison. All right, we're gonna have a victim impact statement from your 7-year-old son. Like,
So no person
What?
shall shoot any objects, arrow, stone, snowball, or projectile by hand or by any other means at another person at or into any other building, street, alley, sidewalk, highway, park, playground, or other place within the city.
oh, so officially, Wisconsin has banned fun.
Apparently.
Yep.
They've joined
What?
Utah.
Another one.
What?
Bicyclists must keep their hands on the handlebars and their feet on the pedals at all times.
What if you have an e-bike that doesn't have pedals?
Or what
What
if
if
you're
Well, you have to
learning how to
install
ride a
fake
bike?
ones.
what if you're
Oh.
losing control of it and you're about to fall, you brace, and you just
No more
committed a
look, Mom, no
misdemeanor.
hands. Wow. Austin,
Wow.
that's a 1-2 punch of stupidity right there. That's pretty solid.
That's ridiculous.
Good job,
You know what?
Wisconsin.
At some point, you just have to let Darwin take over.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
The selection,
you know,
yes.
if you're so stupid to ride a bike that you can't keep control of it and keep your hands and your feet where they should properly be, well, maybe you deserve to fall off the damn thing. I don't know.
It's kind of like helmet laws. It's kind of a lot of these laws. I feel like, okay, helmet law, I get it. You know, you want to protect people, but sometimes, like, if there wasn't a law, are the people that were going to wear helmets go, well, since it's not a law anymore, I'm not going to do it? No, like, people that want to be safe are going to be safe, and people that don't. They don't care about the law. I mean, how many times has someone been stopped because they weren't wearing a helmet? It's one of those things that happens after an accident. And usually, if you're not wearing a helmet after an accident, the last thing that's going to be on your mind is whether or not you were wearing a helmet. Probably the first thing on your mind is the pavement, though.
Yep.
So I don't
What
know,
if you're
man.
what if you're too short to reach the pedals or something? Because that would be my
luckily
scenario.
no one. Oh, I was going to say no one's that short, but
Well, it depends on how the height of the bike, right? If I
well,
was
they're
like
going to tell you
on a big
you have to
bike,
get a smaller bike then.
Yeah.
what are they
You'll have to go
gonna
down to
find
a
me
big
for?
wheel.
Are they
Or
going
you
to
can
find?
just
Don't go to Wisconsin, actually.
You
Go
can
to
take
Georgia.
1 inch.
Giant bike.
I don't know.
What if kids
I-
are trying to learn how to ride a bike and they don't know the proper law and they accidentally don't put their feet on the pedals like they should? I mean, are you going to find them? I mean, there's a this is absurd.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Grandpa,
What-
tell us what the world used to be like. Well, it was great in my day. We used to be able to throw snowballs. You monster!
What about What about
Ride a bike with no
unicycles?
handlebars.
What about unicycles?
Unicycle.
Yeah,
Yes.
what unicycles? I mean, Wisconsin, they just don't want
Wisconsin
anybody
has
to have any fun
banned
anymore. They really
unicycling.
don't.
Right.
Well, I think it's going to be bad for the economy because how are they ever going to attract the pro cycling tour now?
Yeah, what about tricks? You can't do the tricks anymore. Like
No.
like doing
Yeah,
Hmm.
like BMX, it's out.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow. No fun.
Austin, I'm sorry. Wisconsin sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you in for? Murder? What about you? I threw a couple of snowballs.
Snowballs.
Well, it's a weapon according to them. So
Yep.
In Florida, they call that a
and
missile.
they're trying to reduce
they
crime.
do.
What are the kids are going to do? Stay indoors and play video games, I guess.
It's like Florida banning sandcastles.
Right.
Oh, there's probably a law somewhere.
I
has to do with beach erosion.
yeah.
The one law that I
Like
can
Hawaii.
confirm about that is when you dig the hole, you have to cover it back up. At the end.
Oh, yeah.
In case a vehicle is needed to get down there, or if somebody's walking and not paying attention and falls in.
Right. I think that is a thing. I think I read that
Yep.
somewhere on Ridiculous Laws or something.
Yep.
Hmm.
I found that out, or I was kind of the victim of that one. I was in a truck for school. The sheriff's department my middle school had a project where we had to go down to the beach. They brought in the beach patrol fire truck or police truck, and we were driving down the beach to our stations, and all of a sudden he hits a hole, and the whole front of the truck goes down into it. We're up like this, and he's freaking out like, what do I do? He was more worried about me than worried about him.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, all of these things, I came into this thinking, oh, it'll be some silly laws and we'll have some yucks and we'll laugh but I'm actually kind of mad about these. I don't know why. I'm actually annoyed.
Rage inducing.
Yeah.
Yes. In a weird way, yes, because it's just stupidity. Yes.
Yes.
Stupidity and
Like we have silly laws in Arizona that are on the books, the old laws. We've joked about the getting a horse and a gun, and I think I've talked about the one where you couldn't have more than 6 women living in one house.
That's just common sense, but yeah.
Well, that's another topic for another day, but
cycle virgin.
yeah, but wow. But I mean,
I'll just come out and say it.
we've had, and then there's like, you have to have if you have a trailer, the hitch has to be a certain like length, width, all these silly things, right? Like, but this stuff is, I mean, people could actually face some consequences for stuff that really they shouldn't. And I wonder, like, okay, obviously it's a money grab, some of this stuff, and some of it is just, I guess if a cop really wanted to, get up your ass about something, they could, hey, you were throwing snowballs, weren't you? And I just wonder how, what is the purpose? What are we doing? So that's why I'm annoyed by it all.
Well, it used to be in communities that you'd have the police actually walking a beat. They would be on their feet, walking around, and they could police these sort of things, where if some kid's misbehaving, you just tell him to stop it, and you drag him by his collar back to his mom and say he's misbehaving. And it's done.
Well, or Dan, alternatively, we didn't even have the police do that, just other parents and people in the neighborhood. We had a community. And again, sorry, old guy talk right now. We had a community and, people kind of looked out for each other. And by the way, that wasn't 100 years ago. I mean, this was,
maybe 50.
It's about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was going to say 30 years ago, but it wasn't even that long ago that we had that.
Okay. Well, back to the digital stuff. Georgia digital court recordings. So this is kind of relevant. Digital court recordings are now allowed in certain proceedings instead of live transcription in Georgia.
Oh.
Okay. It's good news for TCF.
Yes, it is. So maybe more courts will.
Ooh, more hallway court, Dan.
Oh no, no more no Clayton County.
Or DeKalb County.
What's wrong with hallway court?
No.
Right.
That's where all justice should be done. Is either in a barn
no people
or
should
in
be
a
treated
hallway.
like a herd of animals, and
Or
they're
a
just being
dungeon.
lazy.
Or a dungeon.
And,
Of course a
and
dungeon.
something from COVID shouldn't last for 5 years. Goodness gracious, stop. Okay,
Everything from COVID seems to have lasted.
it shouldn't. Yeah,
It shouldn't, but we've never gone back to normal. A lot of people think it's because they fired up the Large Hadron Collider that changed the timeline. I think it was just COVID.
Yep.
I got another crazy one, but
Okay.
I'm moving to New York.
Ooh.
New York requires insurance to cover hair prevention during chemotherapy.
I
saw that.
I heard about this too. I thought it was fake.
It's not. Private insurers must cover scalp cooling treatments to help cancer patients retain hair. This is a major win for patient dignity and mental health during treatment.
Wow.
Initial reaction? Waste of money.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Because what'll happen, is the insurance companies will just drive up their premiums that amount plus a percentage.
Yep.
More than they already have. Yes.
You're going to see more Luigi Mangionis pretty soon. This is, look, folks, when you get cancer, you're going to lose your hair. But here's the good news. You might just beat the cancer. So then your hair grows back afterwards. You know how I know that this is true? So see, my brother just had cancer, right? And, he lost the little bit of hair that he has, and, he was not happy about it. And who is, me, I embrace it. I just shave my head. I'm like, fine, I don't need the cul-de-sac on my head. But, you lose the hair. I know some people don't like that, but it will come back, generally speaking. It's fine. We don't need to have extra treatments for it. That's not going to help it come back faster, I don't think. Unless I'm mistaken. But even
it's to prevent them from losing their hair in the first place.
Yeah, but I think you're still going to lose it because of the chemicals, and that chemo is rough. That is rough. I didn't go through it. I watched my brother go through it. I've seen other people go through it. My brother hardly even got sick. I've seen other people get very sick, but the hair just once you get a few of those treatments, that hair is gone, man.
Yep.
But it does come back.
My ex-wife is currently going through chemo, And she's had 2 treatments so far, from what I understand, and she's tolerating it well physically, but her hair is falling out in clumps.
Yeah.
And her view on it is, I don't care.
As long
let's
as I'm
kill the
being
cancer.
better.
Because you get to live.
Yeah.
And there's wigs as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe I should start wearing some wigs.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
So speaking of hair, so in Maryland, now licensed hairdressers, nail techs, barbers, and other cosmetologists will be required to complete 1 hour domestic violence in order to renew their professional licenses. And the idea is that because you're sitting at the nail salon or you're sitting in the chair, you might see things like bruising, or you open up, you start having those conversations. So now they have kind of that. They're not on mandatory reporters now, but they're in that unique position to be able to like.
Lindsay, why stop there? Why shouldn't bartenders have that same
some do.
Training? Because I mean
Where are they gonna? Who are they gonna call? They're gonna call somebody saying that they have a tip off that there's been domestic abuse.
It doesn't say.
I could see a lot of false or mistaken reporting here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then Amber told me that Jacqueline, there's gonna be a big game of telephone in the hair salons.
A lot of hearsay.
I feel like I'm on I
Yes.
feel like I'm on telephone because I can piggyback back off of Lindsay now.
Okay.
So, Tennessee creates domestic violence offender registry.
I saw that.
Yep.
Since we're talking about DV, so repeat offenders.
Some states have that. Dan, didn't we have that in one of the courts that we watched? I think Kentucky has that already.
I think it was Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty well. Damn.
I think Tennessee was also getting an animal abuse registry as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it's going to be listed in a public database with names, photos, and conviction details.
I will say I'm not completely against that.
Yeah, I knew Michael would probably be for it. But I don't see
especially an animal abuse registry.
I don't see any downside to a domestic violence offender registry, to be honest. So
maybe
for job purposes, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Job purposes, and I don't want to be that guy, but there's no excuse for somebody that beats their spouse, male or female, but there's always 2 sides to that.
They're the fake ones, right?
And how much is really been brought on by the other spouse, but that spouse wasn't the one that got charged. Often these things, not always, but often these things aren't just one way, but it's one person that ends up paying the price for it.
Yeah.
And it's not always the man. Sometimes it's the woman. It's just it comes down to what the officer sees when they arrive for that DV call.
Yeah.
And who they think is the aggressor, but it's not necessarily the complete story.
Right.
Right.
So do you ruin somebody's life by putting them on a registry for that?
They have to be convicted, right? So don't they need evidence?
Conviction.
Yeah.
Not just the charge, it's the conviction.
Right. So
right here on this channel, though, we've seen people be convicted where we've said that isn't right. I hearken back to that guy
Judge Boyd.
who was Judge Boyd, that guy convicted of the unfortunate incident with his daughter. And all of us who watched that is like, there's no way that guy's guilty.
We watched the whole trial because I think it was Austin that actually started watching the trial.
Oh, and
he was telling us about it. If I'm not, was it you, Austin?
It was Bailey.
It might have been Bailey. And then we all backtracked. Yeah. And we all backtracked and went back and watched it. And then we watched the sentencing part live on TCF. And we were every one of us was shocked at that outcome, especially because the prosecutor couldn't make a compelling argument. They didn't really have a lot of evidence. The defense just tore apart everything, and yet convicted.
Yeah, guys in prison.
Yep.
But I think the key word here for the DV offender registry is that it says repeat offenders.
Okay, that I could get behind.
Okay, yeah.
If it's not the first time through,
Right.
if there's a proven history,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it says
Now we might be
repeat
talking.
offenders will be listed. Right.
Now, when we say domestic, this means also like family violence, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you beat mom and your girlfriend,
Yeah.
okay. I could see
Or your
that.
wife and your girlfriend.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Yes,
Your wife and your
does.
girlfriend.
I did want to
Nice.
clarify. So. Yes.
Yep, I think that makes a difference. All right.
I got another one.
Okay, what you got?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Federal officers banned from wearing masks.
I think they tried that here in Wisconsin at one point.
A new federal law prohibits federal officers from wearing masks while on duty. Critics argue it can compromise safety.
Whose safety?
Yeah.
Right.
With all the federal agree or disagree, because this goes down a political road, but with all of the federal officers that are being targeted right now, I don't blame them if they have that job for wanting to hide their faces.
Yep.
So whose safety is it really protecting by saying you can't hide their faces?
I took it with the wearing face masks like COVID masks or something. I kind of took it.
It's these gaiters that they wear.
Yeah, the gaiters.
Oh, gotcha.
And the balaclava is where you can only see this part.
Oh, that's different. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Yep.
I have to say though, I'm not for our like law enforcement or whatever wearing masks, only because I think there has to be accountability too, though. You know, if you can't on one hand say I don't trust the government, and on the other hand go, yeah, but you can cover up your faces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except, Michael, what if they're in Wisconsin and somebody recognizes them and chucks a snowball at them?
Well, then that person gets arrested.
Yeah, they get arrested,
Federal
and
officers, fine.
they're probably going to go to they're probably
What
going to
if
go to
the
prison for
federal
like 29
officer
years.
chucked a snowball?
What if that snowball kills that officer because he was recognized?
I mean, and what if
That officer
person-
was just doing his job.
But what if that person tried to get away in a
What the
slate
hell
blue
kind of
car?
snowball are you throwing?
What
In
kind
a
of federal
slate blue
officer
car, but it was
moved
really-
somebody over for a snowball?
It was really midnight blue, like they changed
And
the color
ICE
of their
chased
car,
them on their bikes.
and they didn't
With no
report it.
handlebars.
Oh my!
What a mess.
Yep.
Chaos.
How do you decode that to figure out who to charge?
And here's the thing. If I did that and I tried to hide out at a bingo hall, but it was the fourth night of the week, and I'm like, damn it, there's no place to hide.
Yeah.
You can run, but you can't hide. Nope.
Minnesota can't cross state lines with a duck on your head.
What?
Yes.
What is wrong with your state?
Fine, just don't put ducks on your head.
Or this is
That takes all the
interesting
fun out of everything.
Florida.
It's also illegal to put squirrels down your pants for the purposes of gambling. Knock it off,
Florida.
boys.
Rats must stay on ships, and you can't sing in public in swimwear in Sarasota, Florida.
I have
Okay,
heard
so
that one.
so the rats is the bubonic plague, probably that type of thing. I guess,
Swimwear is an
right?
interesting one.
It's got to be, but
I would think that's the goal, but
Yes, diseases.
how are you going to tell a rat? Nope, you got to stay on the ship.
that
Maybe they
law
have-
hasn't
maybe
been
people
relevant
have
since
pet rats.
1807.
Well, at that point, you just go complete Christy Gnome on that thing and you shoot it in the head if it
Yeah,
tries to get off the ship.
there you go.
There you go.
That's easy.
Yeah, without any provocation whatsoever.
Just make sure it's
Nope.
rat season. Otherwise, it's hunting out of season. And then
Rat
who-
season.
Rat
There-
season, duck season, rat season.
But does the rat get prosecuted? Is my question.
That was where I was going with that. It's like, how can you? What are you gonna do? Put the rat in a box for a while?
Oh heavens! You know,
I agree with Wahoo with the German cockroaches.
A legislator is going to pass a law saying you guys aren't allowed to have this much fun on Sidebar anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah, YouTube already
fun.
Tries to.
Oh, that's true.
Legislate that. It's already in place.
Wisconsin's banned fun as it is. Utah banned fun about 75 years ago.
Well, our viewership is down a little bit tonight, so we are probably having too much fun. We're getting throttled.
Wahoo and Grandma TCF and Tim.
We're getting throttled. Oh well.
Oh, that just happens sometimes. It's probably because we brought up
and kelp.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. It's probably because I made fun of Gary, Indiana.
Is there anybody left in Gary, Indiana to complain about that?
Again, there's Gladys McGillicuddy. She's still there. She can't go to bingo now.
Students. Maybe someone's in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
many people there as there are teeth in them.
Maybe Austin, they're going to charge the captain for letting the rat get out.
I could see that.
Why wouldn't that surprise me? Oh, heavens.
Yeah, this is just one of those things, and every year we add more laws. We talked about this the other night. Every year we add more, or we amend them to make sure that they make even less sense. So, Austin, you weren't here the other night, but we talked about this one, the one in Florida that I saw when I was, I think this was in Judge Mercer's court. He talked about how they had to go to the law book because it is apparently, if you refuse a breathalyzer now, as of July 1st of last year, actually, but it's relatively new, it's now a second-degree misdemeanor. Mm-hmm. But if you refuse a second time, if it's a second offense, it's a first-degree misdemeanor. Now, I'm thinking, of course, my thought immediately was simply a refusal to consent to a breath test. I mean, that seems silly that would be a law at all. I mean, don't you have to prove that I did something wrong? Why should I have to consent to anything? If you want my breath or whatever, or my blood, get a warrant. You have to get a warrant for blood. Why not for my breath?
Yep. At one point, it was actually a felony to refuse any FST, field sobriety test, down in Florida.
That's ridiculous.
Wow. That's insanity.
Even if
Florida got crazier.
Even if you were somebody in my state in a wheelchair and you said, no, I can't do the stand, or my arm only goes up this high, so I can't touch my nose, they would charge you, take you in.
That's discrimination.
And then go and get a warrant and make you do the blood draw.
Michelle and I watched a video just like that where a guy was in a wheelchair. He was able to drive, but he was in a wheelchair. He obviously couldn't get out. They made him get out. And, like, he's just crawling around on the ground.
Yep, I saw that.
Gosh.
And they claimed that he was faking it.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
I think one in the body cam, they actually told him to get up off the floor or off the ground.
Yep. You saw what
I saw.
I
They don't have anything else to do. My goodness.
So
that is shameful, Wahoo. I agree.
Yeah. So that is, and again, this is why Dan and I are going to say the same thing again. Too many laws eliminate. I say at least half. Dan just says, cut it all down to where there's just like 10 or whatever.
10. Yeah, I'm good with 10. 10 covers it all.
Yep.
I don't know. None of this makes any sense to me. Maybe it's not supposed to.
Right.
Yeah, right.
At one point, I often thought about that before I went into the law, because you'd see all those books like in courtrooms, the law books, and it's just like they're just trying to make it so hard that you just don't understand it. And then you get convicted and you're screwed at that point.
And those books are printed like Bibles too. Real small print, that super thin paper.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're way more. There's way more text in there than what you even can realize.
Definitely.
So my mom used to work for attorneys for over 40 years, and so sometimes I'd go and hang out with her on at the office, like on a weekend. She'd go into work or something, and I would I'd look through the law books. I'd read some of those law books, and I mean, I could have gone in there every single day and read a book and not been done for years.
Yep.
Or retain said information.
When they say a law library, they mean it. And it's not it's not like they have these books in triplicate. These are all different books.
Yep.
Just
every 2 years.
There's hundreds of them in there.
Wahoo raises a good point. Maybe legislators should get credits for eliminating laws that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been in favor of that. I think for every law that is passed, 10 should have to be eliminated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get some kind of like
a bonus.
some kind of like point system where if you eliminate a certain number of laws, you get a extra percentage on your government pension in the end.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't have to play the stock market so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That would eliminate that need for the whole insider trading. See,
Yeah.
we're solving problems here tonight at TCF.
This is,
Sidebar.
I'll tell you
I don't
what.
normally do that.
I know.
Normally we solve
Sidebar. This is the second sidebar in a row, despite, I mean, it is kind of the same topic, but we're coming up with different solutions each time. We're not supposed to do that. Maybe that's why YouTube is mad.
Oh, right.
Well, or we're just trying something new for 2026.
And we're not screaming our heads off either. And maybe they don't like that either. But
yeah,
okay.
It's
Well, I actually took a look. There's a lot of screaming heads tonight due to current events in the United States, so that's where a lot of the traffic is going.
Yeah.
But that's okay. The sensible people land here.
Here. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're keeping it real.
Yes.
Real sensible.
Well,
And
it's probably better for all concerned, though, that the current protests are not happening in Wisconsin.
yes.
The number of people that would be
they'd run out of
hauled away
prison
for
space.
snowballs.
Yes, they're going to throw snowballs there. And it's going to be bad.
Bad
I
thing.
think I saw some throw snowballs this morning, but I don't think it was in whatever place it was.
It was in Minnesota, but as long as they didn't have a duck on their head, they were fine.
Right.
No, you can have the duck on your head here. You just can't cross the state line. With the duck
Okay.
on your head.
Yeah.
So here's the
Oh,
question.
You can stand on either side of the river.
If you cross the state line with a duck on your head and somebody takes that duck off your head with a snowball, is it like a double charge, or do the charges cancel themselves out?
That's some fantastic.
Well, if the snowball crosses state lines, is that okay?
Well, it's only in Wausau.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Only in
okay.
Wausau. And you've
So
got
it's-
about 2.5
Snowball thing's
hours
Wausau.
between-
Oh, okay. It's only in that county.
So
Right.
you need a snowball launcher, like a
Snowball
snowball
cannon.
missile.
Snowball rocket
that was-
launcher.
yeah.
essentially.
Snowball cannon.
BB gun, or what's it called? Bazooka.
Well, that was the other thing we discussed, Austin, was the weird alcohol laws in Wisconsin as well. How in Waukesha County, when I was there for a family reunion, after 9 p.m. you can only buy beer, not liquor.
Yep.
Now that's not true in every part of Wisconsin, but again, the beer barons run the state, so beer is fine. They if it were up to them, you could drink beer at 4 a.m. It'd be like a requirement.
With every meal.
Oh, beer and eggs.
Oh, I do
Yeah, the
not
food
like
pyramid.
beer. Okay. No.
The food pyramid is beer, bread and beer, burgers and beer, and cheese curds, Culver's.
Can you imagine your breath after beer and eggs? Oh.
No, I like Culver's. I'm on
I love
with that. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds good right now.
Went
That
to
was
Cheddar's
actually-
tonight,
Culver's in
Fun,
there?
Michelle.
fun fact, that
Yeah.
was actually
Sorry, go ahead, Austin.
about a half hour away from me is where the first store was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a lot of Culver's now. Actually, Lindsay, I think they expanded down here.
Okay.
Yes.
Lucky you guys.
Yeah, we've got them down here. But,
Yep.
you know, like everything else, they have to mortgage your house to eat there. But
Yeah, it's
That's
expensive.
true.
They have become more expensive, as has.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I do like the cheese curds.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. And I can't find them anywhere else down here. Like, that's not a thing.
Yeah, that's one thing that surprised me about the South, that you guys haven't embraced deep fried cheese down there the way you have. We have
No.
this far north.
They deep fry
Wait,
everything else.
Yeah, it's
I
everything
was
else.
just gonna say
including our
everything
vegetables.
else is deep fried.
Everything else is deep fried. Just throw
They
the cheese in there.
literally
that's it.
have fried alligator.
Do you want to know?
Oh, that's
secret?
good.
I don't like
Fried
deep
gator
fried
is good.
food. I like grilled food, not deep fried.
You like the cheese curds, though.
Well,
Yes,
you're
I
living
do
in the
like
wrong
cheese
part of the country if you don't like
Yeah,
deep
you're
fried
right.
food.
I understand.
like-
I just round up here. I'm not
That-
saying. Yeah.
That'd be like living in Kansas City and being like, I don't like barbecue. Like,
well, I'm making carriage beef for dinner tonight, and that's fried. So
Sounds-
I guess I
There
won't
you go.
share with you, Ashley.
Yeah.
but if you
Okay.
grill it,
Well, then it's not carriage beef.
Well,
No,
it's a lot of
it's
things
grilled.
that
It's just beef.
it's a lot of things. It's
steamed
the-
hams.
It's also the meat. Like they are obsessed with meat down here, and I am vegetarian. So that's a problem. And also, it's deep. Everything's deep fried, including vegetables, which I don't care for.
Yeah,
So
Florida
anyway.
doesn't really know much about vegetables either. It's one of those things. It's like seafood or meat, and bread.
There's fruit there.
Yeah, and oranges.
Or put chunks of meat in the vegetables, and I'm just
Yep.
like, why?
Shepherd's pie.
I made that the other day.
Yep.
It was yummy.
We had that like once a week in school down there.
My family
In
hates
Florida?
shepherd's
Yep.
pie. Apparently,
I think of that as like a cold weather
Yeah,
party
that's.
food, not
We had it
a.
down there.
By the way, we didn't get shepherd's pie when I was in school. You got the square pizza. You got the
Yes.
hamburger that clearly was very processed meat, grade F
Yes.
meat.
yes.
You had the brownie that actually tasted like clearly it was coated in just nothing but sugar and possibly crack.
High fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, and then like you got the fruit. There was like a fruit cup, and God knows how old the fruit was in there.
And it
Yep.
was
I
sitting
mean,
in syrup.
Probably
Oh, that was
from,
World War II surplus.
I was going to say from the Martin Van Buren administration, but whatever.
Either way.
The first of Grover Cleveland's 2 non-consecutive terms. But I don't know. That was what we had, or they had. What was the other thing that the so you had like the burger, the Mexican pizza, which is an Arizona thing. All it really was instead of the square pizza, it was slightly rounded, and they put some like veggies on it.
What counted as a veggie?
Um,
Tomato and lettuce?
like like lettuce, or I can't even remember what was on. Like maybe an onion or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A whole onion?
Oh, and then you'd get the fries, those crinkle cut fries, but they were one of two things. They were so soggy that they were basically liquid.
Ew.
You drank them, or they were so hard you could use them as projectiles and probably go to jail in Wisconsin.
Yep.
So
Oh, there's got to be a like a cheese curd throwing restriction somewhere in that area.
oh well, that's I mean you
I think it's
you
just
wouldn't
common
even
sense. You
dare
don't
throw a
waste
cheese curd. That's like
That's
a
wasteful.
felony.
It's littering.
Don't waste it.
Yep.
All right. Well, we've devolved far enough probably now.
Oh,
That was fun.
this one.
Anybody got any final thoughts for the day? My final thought is the same as it was the other night, and that's, dear legislators, just stop it.
Yep.
Just stop it.
For every one law you want to put on, 2 off.
Even
10.
though there was a crime committed, doesn't mean you have to make a law out of it.
Yeah.
Well, I think about what you just said there, Ashley. For there to be a crime committed, there has to be a law.
Yes. Okay.
An
I
incident
understand my error. I mean,
into a
if
law.
something happens that injures or hurts people, doesn't mean, well, including snowballs, it doesn't mean it has to be a law.
Doesn't mean you have to criminalize it.
Right, exactly.
Mine
There
is
you
more
go.
of a
Thank
you
you.
can't legislate morality or responsibility.
No.
If anything, you end up
Agreed.
creating more issues trying to legislate.
That's where we used to have
responsibility.
things like families and community and faith-based groups and stuff like that. And we've pretty much abandoned all of that
Let kids be kids.
in favor of all sorts of stupid laws, like snowball laws.
Yes.
I don't know. Michael, any final thoughts?
My final thought is we should have a law that makes it illegal to make more laws.
Ooh.
Oh, he's got something there. Maybe
Michael for
one
president.
law every 5 years or so. Yes.
That would outlaw the legislature by default, which I like because that saves us money. It keeps down all the insider trading. It probably balances the damn budget.
Why can't we have a law to balance the budget? Why can't we have a law that makes sense?
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe that's
I don't
against
know.
the law for it to
You
be.
know what we're
can't
doing here?
legislate
We're
common
coming up
sense.
with too many solutions, guys. This is actually a dangerous sidebar.
This
We've
is
actually
frightening.
Yeah, we
come
need
up
to
with
stop.
solutions.
We're going to all have knocks on our doors tonight. We need to stop.
Oh God,
Right.
black helicopters, chemtrails.
Too soon.
I know how you feel about chemtrails, Michael, and how in support of them you are. So
Oh God,
There have been people that play
They're
video
behind me.
games and they have the CIA knocking on their door. So yeah, we better be careful.
all right. Let's all
right.
shut up now.
Yes.
We'll see you next Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, a half an hour early for channel members.
See you
Thank
guys.
Take care. God bless. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone.
Bye.